At the beginning of the story, we see an airplane flying through the sky. Inside are two soldiers returning home after the end of World War II. Suddenly, a gigantic bird crashes directly into their plane. At first, the soldiers think it is just a single bird, but they quickly realize they are terribly mistaken. Within moments, thousands of birds swarm the aircraft and begin smashing into it. The plane loses control and starts spiraling toward the ground. To save themselves, both soldiers grab parachutes and jump out. One soldier safely lands on a nearby island, but the other is about to hit the ocean when a gigantic crocodile leaps out of the water and devours him in midair. Witnessing his friend's horrifying death, the surviving soldier realizes that his own life may soon be in danger as well. Years later, another airplane is flying through the same region. On board is a man named Hao. Lin's boyfriend, Sen, is also on the flight. Hao dislikes Sen and warns Lin to stay away from him, but she ignores her father and tells him to sit somewhere else. Suddenly, the plane begins shaking violently. Passengers panic and put on their oxygen masks. The aircraft has unknowingly entered the same dangerous area as the soldiers years before. Moments later, enormous birds attack the plane, crashing into it repeatedly. One of the engines catches fire, and the aircraft becomes uncontrollable. The pilots attempt an emergency landing on a nearby island. During the chaos, part of the plane breaks apart in midair, causing several passengers to fall out. Hal rushes to Lin and tightly grabs her hand. The pilots eventually manage to land on the ocean's surface, but the aircraft crashes into a massive rock and splits into two pieces. The passenger section washes ashore on a mysterious island. Many people are injured and several lose consciousness. After waking up out of the wreckage, the survivors quickly realize there is no drinking water and no cell phone signal. They gather useful supplies from the luggage, knowing survival will be difficult. Believing they cannot survive for long without resources, Hal ventures into the jungle to search for food. Sen and a professor accompany him. Deep in the forest, they discover a small hut built by the soldier who survived the earlier crash. Inside, they find weapons and a diary written in English. After reading it, the professor reveals that the diary describes a gigantic monster living on the island. Terrified, Hao and Sen immediately rush back to warn the others. Meanwhile, back at the beach, tensions rise as the survivors fight over the last bottle of water. Suddenly, the ocean begins to stir. Out of nowhere, a colossal crocodile emerges and attacks, devouring one of the survivors. Panic spreads as everyone runs for their lives. The crocodile relentlessly hunts the survivors through the jungle. Anyone who stumbles becomes easy prey. Eventually, different groups become separated while trying to escape. Some survivors reach a river where they finally feel safe. They drink water and wash themselves. However, strange noises begin coming from the bushes. Thinking another threat is approaching, everyone becomes silent. Soon, Hao, Sen, and the professor emerge from the bushes, bringing Here is the English, United States translation of your